would, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Item 2, we were talking about the new consent agenda. And any trustee can remove something from that consent agenda at any time before we vote on that. And it doesn't need a second. And then we'll discuss that after the consent agenda has been voted. I think that's proper procedure. Is that right?
Yeah.
You got it.
Ask the gentlemen if they have anything to pull.
Guys have anything to pull?
I do not.
I got item 2.
Other than that.
Other than item 2. Great. Special activities, we have a public hearing, modifications of Soraya Farm Sections 4 and 5 Lifestyle Community Street Lighting District. With that, we need to recess our regular meeting. Open the public hearing. Is there a motion to recess the meeting and open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wood?
Yay. Yes, sir.
I bring this in front of the board out of an abundance of caution. There really isn't anything material that's changing for the individual assessments. It's really just the installation cost from the developer. They went up significantly, which they were pretty excited about. But nothing really changes with material changes to the resolution itself, except for I have to sign the reference agreement.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Matt? Hearing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. And is there a motion to approve Resolution 5154?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Moving on to fiscal business, we have the fiscal officer's report.
Good morning, gentlemen. I've got a couple things to bring you up to date on. The annual financial report is done. You've had a chance to review that. It's actually available on our website now, per state requirements. So we've met those requirements at this time. The auditors have been in contact with us, and we will be starting the 2017 and 2018 audit sometime in April or early May. The auditors will be contacting you individually to see if you have any issues that you'd like to help them with or be concerned about. The annual report was developed with the assistance of Hearst Kelly. I would ask for a motion to utilize Hearst Kelly for the 2019 annual report at the same price that we paid for 2018, which is $5,500.
Okay, so this is just setting that price for now, so we're locking them in, we're not going to pay
Right.
this now.
We're not going to pay. We now pay the bill for this one. So.
No, it'd be nice to lock it. Anybody have any comments or something?
I agree.
Is there a motion to agree to lock Hearst and Kelly in at that $5,500?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yeah.
And then the final item is the Ohio State Legislature, via ORC 505.64, set forth a new policy for credit cards and required us to adopt a written policy for those particular devices to pay bills. It required us to set forth a written policy. It had a number of provisions to it. The policy that you had in your packet meets those provisions. And if you have any questions or issues with that, I'm open for them right now.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for us about this new policy? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept the policy as presented?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsfall?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.
That's it, sir. Thank you.
That's it, okay, thank you very much. Next item is public comment.
Before we get to that, Ed, am I missing something, or did we not, we're not approving minutes?
We are in consent agenda.
In the consent agenda, I'm sorry, I missed that. There it is, but yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
My bad.
Well, sorry.
Move forward.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. Thanks, Brian Pacheco.
Anybody in the audience have something you'd like to say? If you do, please come on up to the podium and state your name for us, if you would, and your address for the record.
Bob Honey, 482 East Beacon Road. And I already gotten one question answered by
Okay.
Mr. Clark here. But while I'm up here, I thought I'd ask about storage containers. I've seen a couple more pop up. I asked about this to one of the township people about a year or two ago, and they say there's no restrictions on them.
You're talking about like this pod thing?
No, the kind you see on a truck or stacked up in a shipping yard. You can buy them for about $1,000, $1,500. Make great sheds, but I think they look like crap. And if there's no, you got one right now that just popped up on Pekin between Utica and Township Line Road. It's sitting cocked in a field, big one. And there's no house there, no nothing. I don't know what's doing there. There's one down the street from me, the guy uses for a shed. He did finally kind of dress it up, but one on, you can see off the drape, the guy's backyard. But there's nothing, you know, I think there's something for sheds, if you build a shed. And I inquired, I was told there's nothing can be done about it.
I don't think there's any.
If anything is over 200 square feet, then you would be required to have a zoning permit and a building permit. But if they're below 200 square foot, not attached to the ground, there's not a regulation that prohibits them.
Well, those would be bigger than 200 square feet.
Some of them certainly could be.
Some could
The
be.
one on, the new one is.
They're all, from experience in that world, most all of them are over 200 square feet.
Something we can look at?
I used to purchase things that fit in, so I know what the square foot, the
Well, I
cubic footage
mean,
is.
just when I was told that, I thought, boy, I wish they wouldn't have built my garage. I'd have put 5 of them back there and, you know, staggered them so that you got carports
Yeah.
under them too. You buy them things for about $1,000. You can't put up a 5,000, or, you know,
No.
Oh, no, I got you.
you can't spend $5,000 for that kind of garage space, but
Well, we'll look into those, on the size.
Mr. Palmer's writing it down as we speak.
well, you know,
If we-
that's not a problem right now. It could be 10 years from now. if you get
No, we have,
Oh, no, that's a fair.
it's, yeah, we have
I mean,
things
it's a
in
pretty
place
nice
for it.
community to put,
Yeah, we don't
you
want
know.
that.
Oh, no, I agree. No, that's the right track. I hadn't seen any out there.
I mean, I would stuff one behind my garage right now if I didn't have a flag lot behind me, and my neighbors had to look at it. You know, because nobody would see it. I wouldn't have to look at it. But I don't want anybody to look at anything that,
No,
I don't want to
that
look at
makes
it.
perfect sense. Well, we'll do some checking into that.
Okay.
We appreciate you bringing it up.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any other public comments?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we do have the consent agenda. We have had a chance to take a look at all the items on the consent agenda. Anybody at this point have anything they'd like to pull? Or hearing none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yes. And then we have new business under administration, a resolution to authorize premium payment for your workers' comp payroll tune-up of $6,599.
That's not a resolution, it's actually a motion, vote.
A motion.
Motion, yeah. So every year we have to, present a report to BWC to compare what our estimates are to what actual payroll was. My estimate fell short of the number, and we were assessed $6,599 for the payroll true-up, which
We would have had to pay that anyway, too.
I'm sorry?
We would have had to pay that anyway,
Right.
too.
Yeah, it's not a penalty, it's
No,
really
it's
just.
just based on your actual expended
Right.
payroll.
Yeah.
Adjustment.
We did not go over budget on payroll, it was simply my estimate of the BWC premium that was fell
Oh,
short.
wow. Okay.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so you would like a motion to
Yeah,
pay
motion.
this additional amount, a motion to pay this additional amount to your workers' compensation.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. And we have a request to list for sale, the property at 6908 North State Route 48.
Just brings us forward approval.
And we've had discussion on this, is there a motion to direct the administrator to place this piece of property for sale?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay. Okay, anything else under administration at this time? That's it? Okay. Fire district, anything today? Roads and park? Scott?
Nothing today, sir.
All right. Well, no ice and snow, and that's a good thing.
No, we did get a lot of calls on mailboxes for that last event, but it was just because of the weight of the slush. I mean, it was literally like driving through a creek. I've never seen anything like it, and it was, so we had a lot of down mailboxes, but none of them we made contact with or hit, and most of the posts were rotten, and so we've had a lot of calls, but it was as no fault to the driver.
All right. Chief, police department? All quiet. That's it. All quiet.
What was before we started meeting? Have some things looked into. Go from there.
That's the only.
Start your to-do list.
Learn about the standards, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Good. Okay, anything under staff updates? If I have anything? No. Okay, if nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Gabbard?
Yay.
Mr. Mearsclaw?
Yay.
Mr. Wade?
Yay.